When you play, does your gameplay look like this? Or do you look like this? No matter your skill level, this video is going to help you improve your mechanics. Improving your mechanics is easy. All you need is the perfect routine. This routine is easy to follow and you will see a ton of results in just a few days. There are a ton of great maps to play, but there is only one creator that has consistently made maps that all the pros play. The map I'm talking about today is Mechanics Training V5 by Raider464. This is his brand new map, and I'm here to show you guys exactly what you need to know and what to play on this map so you can maximize your time and improve your mechanics as fast as possible. Okay, so now that we're in this map, all you have to do is go into the comp portal. This is pretty much the one-stop spot. A lot of your mechanical improvements is going to come from this spot alone. Out of all 8 of these options, there's only 4 that you should be playing every single day. There's a ton of stuff on here that you can use to just essentially be a time waste, and you're not actually going to see improvement. Piece control tunnels, pre-fire practice, peak training, and phasing practice. These are the 4 core mechanic practices that you need to have down, starting with piece control tunnels. Now that we teleport here, we're presented with a ton of options. All you have to do is just shoot, play all, and start. The reason why you want to click play all is so that way each round is different, and that way you're constantly having to use your brain and think about your angles, your peaks, your movement, and your piece. So we all understand piece control tunnels, but there's a couple things that I want to explain how you can make these things actually help you. First things first, as you're going through the tunnel, feel free to up the difficulty or up your piece as needed. If you feel like you need to slow down and only build walls or only build stairs, then go for it. Another thing that I see constantly is people only doing one type of ramp. Feel free to throw in cones or stairs and even mix them up, but definitely make sure that you're keeping yourself random and practicing both. One of the things that you should be doing on this, regardless of your mechanical skill, is sliding cones through. This is a common practice that has to be down in order to help you get more piece control in fights. All you have to do is slide your cone through before you place your wall in order to claim that extra piece because your range is further with cones. Another thing that you need to focus on when doing these tunnels is your crosshair placement. Being smooth and consistent is very important. Don't try to rush through these and flick your mouse everywhere. Just keep it calm, nice and slow, and work through the tunnel gradually. And remember, there is no rush here. This is a training map. You are by yourself and this is for you to get better. So don't worry if you get stuck on a wall or stuck on an edit. Everyone does it. Just keep going through it and keep practicing. The reason why his V5 map is so much better than his other ones is he's actually combined most of his maps into one. So now, as you guys can see in these tunnels, we're able to have metal walls that are low, which is going to allow us to practice phasing stairs or cones through. This is something that you should always be trying to do. Just simply smack the wall. While you're grabbing it and replacing it, slide either a stair or cone through it. Keep it random. Don't always do a stair. Don't always do a cone. Switch it up, try different things, and just continue to practice. When you get to the end of a piece control tunnel, there's going to be a bot for you to take out. Don't worry about taking the perfect peak. Focus on your speed and your smoothness when you're killing the bot. We're going to talk about peaks in a little bit. Just focus on being smooth and controlled. For the piece control tunnels, you should be looking to spend at least 15 to 20 minutes on this part of the map each day. Okay, so now that we've done our piece control tunnels, the next one we're going to want to play is peak training. Once you teleport through, you're going to be presented with a few options. Keep it simple, always do hard as the difficulty, and keep the bot health on the lowest possible so you can just practice your peaks and not worrying about your aim. When you're setting up good peaks, it's important to have good aim, of course, but for this scenario, we're just going to be focusing on having the best peaks possible. And if you guys want to learn more about aim and how you can get the best aim possible, I've already made a video on that on this channel, so feel free to go check it out. Links in the description. Peak training is pretty self-explanatory, but there's a few things to know. First, you're going to notice right away that you have to build to the bot in order to get there. So just like the piece control tunnels, continue to do the same thing, alternating between cones or stairs and making sure that you're hitting your edits smooth and controlled. Now, once you grab the wall and you're up on the bot, all you have to do now is think about your peaks and your angles. It's very simple. If you edit and you get shot from the bot, then you know right away that's a bad peak. If you don't get shot, then you know that's a perfect peak. So continue to work on it and build that muscle memory, knowing exactly what angles you'll get hit on and when you won't. Remember, this is a bot on hard mode. This is supposed to be difficult. Even if you get hit, don't take it for the worst thing in the world, because typically players in game will not react like this. And just like the piece control tunnels, always be willing to switch up your angles, your perspective, your build pattern, the way you move, change it up each round so you're challenging yourself constantly, because at the end of the day, this is just a bot and a map. You should be looking to play peak training for at least 30 minutes per day. This is one of the most important parts of fighting. If you want to be a better fighter, you have to understand the angles the opponent's going to have on you and the angle that you have on him. The next thing that I want to talk about is phasing practice. This is one of the most important aspects of the game and can help you out in almost any scenario. Now that you're here, you're going to be granted with 3 options. You've got health, difficulty, and scenario. Keep the health on low, keep the difficulty on hard, and then play through each scenario multiple times. For phasing practice, there's 5 scenarios. Let me explain to you exactly how to do each phase. For the wall one, all you have to do is just jump and pickaxe through and find the exact timing and you'll get right through. For the stair phase, all you have to do is jump with the stair pushing you into the box and pickaxe through with the right timing. The cone phase is similar to the wall phase, is walk up to the wall and find the exact timing of when to pickaxe and jump through the wall. For the top-down floor phase, all you have to do is jump and use your momentum to push you through the floor. Having a higher falling speed is going to allow you to phase through the floor almost every single time. This one is the easiest phase to do. And for the final phase, the on the stair phase. This one can be done in a couple ways, but just like the cone and wall one, all you have to do is find the right timing to just pickaxe and walk through the wall. If you want a little trick, you can slide down the ramp and make it even easier. So just like the floor trick when you're jumping and falling down, this one works just the same. You're going to be moving at a faster speed than the player can hold, and you'll slide right through. You should be looking to have at least 10 successful phases on each scenario. So now that we've talked about phasing practice, peak training, and piece control tunnels, the last thing you need to play here is pre-fire practice. This is one of the most important aspects of the game since everyone is super mechanical. You need to learn how to pre-fire and be consistent. For pre-fire practice, all you have to do is edit and reset. The bot's going to trigger on you in that small millisecond, and then you just take your pre-fire. As soon as he sprays to the wall and breaks it, you pump him and you go to the next. There's an important thing that you can practice here to make it a little bit more challenging. All you have to do is as soon as you go for the pre-fire, edit your stair, cone, or make extra space, just like it's a real in-game scenario. So as you can see here, I'm going to edit this bot down, pre-fire, and instantly build a stair, just so in a real in-game scenario, if the player actually phases down into the box after I hit him, I'm still going to have an extra layer in between me and the enemy. For your pre-fire practice, you should be looking to play at least 10 to 15 minutes of this per day. This is going to allow you to get those clutch shots on players that are jumping in your box, allowing you to finish fights quickly or just do damage to help you bail out in any scenario. Okay, now that we've talked about your mechanics practice, there is one more thing that you can play in this map that is going to be a perfect use for your time. All it takes is going back to the lobby and then going into the aim section. There are a ton of options here. I mean, I don't even want to read them all. There's so many here. So keep it simple. There only is one scenario you should play here, and that is surge tags. Now I know, I've talked about this in my aim video, but this is the first time we've had an actual good scenario with good movement against bots that are pretty hard to track at distance. All you have to do is just shoot the bots and continue to challenge yourself, making sure that you're changing your view and your angles as much as possible. The reason why I'm telling you guys to practice your AR aim in a mechanics training map is because this is an extremely important aspect in this chapter. With hit scan back, you're going to be frying people from almost any range, and this is going to help you start and finish a fight. So why would you not want to practice your AR aim when you can? Putting this into your mechanics routine is going to allow you to be a more well-rounded player and also get that easy damage on players before you have to start the fight to make the fight just that much easier. For this part of the map, it's not about time and it's more about kills. I would play till you get 100 to 150 kills each day, and definitely feel free to come back in this part of the map if you're feeling a little bored. This is a great thing to practice, and especially for competitive, this is your go-to and it's going to make you a better player overall. That's it. If you do this mechanics routine every single day, I promise you, you will be the next Peterbot.